Good morning, everyone. I want to see a show of hands if you've ever experienced FOMO. Great. I just wanted to know I was not the only one in the room. Because the first time that I really experienced FOMO was when I moved to New York last summer. When you're in New York, there's always one concert going on at the same time that there's a stand-up comedy show that you want to go to, and then there's a pillow fight that started an hour ago, and your favorite star is signing books somewhere, and you just missed all of them. That's how I felt. And I had 2 months before starting my master's in branding at the School of Visual Arts. So I really wanted to enjoy the city, and I wanted to do everything every New Yorker was doing. So this is how my summer looked like. Brunch, 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 rooftop, 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 park, 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 dinner, 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 and my favorite dessert. I had so much FOMO that I even started a blog to help fellow New Yorkers know where to go, what to do, but most importantly, what to order. I call my blog New to New York, and if that wasn't enough, actually, I got obsessed with the Italian cheese that looked like a poached egg, and I started another Instagram account dedicated only to one type of cheese. By this time, you can see that I had a lot of time in my hands, and that's how I decided to spend it. Actually, I was acting out of FOMO, but you know what? YOLO. Because you only live once, and I was fine with that because my whole life I've been acting out of FOMO and out of all kinds of fears, and I've always been the kind of girl that made the safest choices. From the way I pick where to go on my next vacation to the way I choose what to order from a menu. My decisions have always been dictated by fear. And what this has been doing is that I was leaving no space for surprise, unpredictability, serendipity, and what ifs. When I moved to New York, fear of missing out was not the only fear that I experienced, as you can imagine. And the second that I stepped foot in the city, I realized that it is not for the fearful. But by this point, I had 2 options. The first one was to try as much as possible to live in my lovely food bubble and only experience 1% of what New York has to offer. My second option was to say, fuck it, and enjoy the city to its 100%. Fast forward to this summer, when I decided to leave my FOMO and all of my fears aside and really enjoy life to the fullest. And this is what facing all of your fears looked like. I actually did more things in one summer than what I've done in all of my 27 years all together. I started by doing all sorts of things. I even posed nude for a drawing class at the New York Academy of Art, and for some reason I decided to turn around. I experienced crowd surfing when I jumped from the stage at Irving Plaza while they were having a concert. I crashed a wedding at the Pierre Hotel and almost got sued for it. I decided to put 60 years of makeup on top of my face and surprise my husband looking like this. And I spoke at TEDx as my 100th year. I did all of this while I was working full-time as an art director, and I was at the same time doing my master's in branding, more precisely working on my thesis. At first, I had a really hard time wrapping my head around of the idea that I just got myself into, voluntarily. But little by little, I started to really enjoy facing my fears. The more I did it, the more I wanted to keep going. So I started to say no to brunches, dinners, burratas, picnics, rooftops, and as you can imagine, my New to New York followers stalled. But my 100 Days Without Fear followers skyrocketed, not only in quantity, but in quality. I started to really inspire people. And apparently, I even inspired Ashton Kutcher, Sofia Vergara, Zoe Deschanel. At least, I know that I inspired their social media managers. By this point, my perception of fear completely shifted. It went from that thing I must avoid at all costs to a way to explore new things, uncover new emotions, and really push myself. By this time, I actually get really, really excited every time that I know that I have a fear, because it's really interesting when you have a fear and you have the will to do it, because this creates memorable experiences. And to me, Labor Day weekend didn't mean the end of my memorable summer. It actually meant the beginning of a memorable life. And people ask me, what is the secret to facing all of your fears? And honestly, I don't have a secret. I can't share it with you, but I have 100 reasons why you should do it. And I guess the whole point of my talk today is that facing your fears is not easy and definitely not comfortable. So we decide to blame time, when in reality, this is not a matter of time. It's actually a matter of will. And I would like to encourage more and more people to negotiate with their fears as a way to open themselves to new experiences and change their approach to life itself, like I did. To do so, I started a platform that I want to use as a way to enable, support, and motivate people to go after their fears, and together create a fearless movement. Because you know what? Facing your fears is really scary, but living in fear is terrifying. So thank you very much for having me today.